Ah, good morning. Just a little refinement needed. I was going to put an applause through there, but I decided I better not because I still haven't got it absolutely as I want it. I actually had that switching to the next scene automatically once the timer had finished, not just to disappear the timer and stay on screen. But anyway, we're here now, ready for the daily live stream for the general card spread using the Lenormand cards that I absolutely love. So I'm going to switch the screen in a minute. This is actually streaming to the five spaces and places. So it's going to Twitch. Oh, I tried to work out how the iPad gets muted, but I can't remember it, so I didn't bother. It's going to Twitch, it's going to Periscope, it's going to YouTube, and it's going to mytimetv.live on Facebook and the Ros Boundy Psychic Medium Card Reading group on Facebook. So there's the 5 places and spaces. I can't remember if I've got it cross-posted to the Ros Boundy page on Facebook. If you're there and you're commenting and notice you're not having it brought up on screen like these, good morning, Rosie. Oh, beautiful. It's beautiful here too. An absolutely gorgeous morning. So good morning, Kathy. And we've got Shaz here. Good morning, beautiful. Beautiful morning there too. And Lily, good morning. I hope you're feeling better too. You're a beautiful soul. So if you're making a comment and you've written, typed out a comment somewhere and you're not seeing it coming up on screen there, you're probably in one of the cross-posted pages. Go to mytimetv.live with Facebook or the YouTube, Periscope, Twitch, etc. that I've mentioned already. Now, I'm going to, it's on your Ros Boundy page. Ah, good. So, I mean, that is good, but if you're commenting there, I don't get to see them like I do to be able to bring it up like this. And that's fine. Now I'm going to switch it around so that I am with the cards, okay? So here we are ready for the card reading. Oh, I thought I must have bumped it because it was perfectly square. Oh, well, there we go. Hang on. This is the finicky part of getting this sort of thing done. I'll just move the camera. Just as a reminder, there's the deck that we're using. It is the Gilded Reverie, Grand Lenormand. No, hang on. Gilded Reverie, Lenormand. Ciro Marchetti's the artist on this one. It's the expanded edition. The Grand Lenormand. It was the Grand Tableau. It's what I was thinking. Why, I don't know. Because this is not the Grand Tableau. This is the general card spread reading that I've pinched from a different deck, an actual tarot deck that I've been using this spread from. What it is, here we have just a quick reminder. We've got the labyrinth here in the workspace. So this is the first position. Second position where we've got the time card is the home space. What we've got up the top is the unexpected card, the energy around that, and it's the magnifying glass. We've got clouds here in your role, and we've got the well in the outcome position. So that's the 5 cards as the spread lays. So Lily, been a big weekend. I bet it has. So lots of healing still to go. Yeah, healing energies to you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And Linda, hello to you as well. Now we're going to actually get started in the actual reading of these cards. Keep in mind that the best way to read them, for yourselves even, is to open your mind to the guidance and the energies that you have around you, your intuitive senses, your psychic senses, your whatever you want to label it, senses. It's that gut feeling stuff that you get as far as things that are, what's telling you this means this, that type of thing. So open those senses up. Good morning, Sharon. And feel what the answers are for you, as I'm just guiding from my own perspective. You need to be continually learning and growing and using these for yourselves as far as the messages you're receiving for yourself. Okay, we've got the labyrinth in our workspace, and I love that because it is Sunday. It's a game day. For me, I mean, I know I've got a workshop coming up today anyway, because we are in the type of world where we're able to take advantage of the technology in ways that give convenience for when we've got the time to do them. So I am taking part in a webinar today. So there is some level of work for me, but it's not hard work. It's part of that puzzle. It's part of what's the next step on the pathway. And what we're looking at here is the labyrinth. It's going to, yeah, some of those ideas are still forming that we've had over the last few whatever, because it's been a couple of weeks. But it's actually the putting it into action part now. So find what next and move forward on that path. And you'll get to that goal in the center. And I like the fact that, like, I just love labyrinths. I always liked doing those booklets that had mazes as the games that you'd do, the brain puzzles, that type of, it's just fun. So make and create it to being fun. And it's not work then, is it? So that's what I'm getting from this card. And you get that beautiful peaceful center where we're in that lovely gazebo with the birds flying around us and over top it. It's just the completion, I think. And then there's the relaxing moving out of that labyrinth again to really achieve the goal of, where's the next one? Complete. That type of thing. Yeah. So, and that's where we're moving into our own timing of how we're doing things too. Good morning, Diane. Wonderful. Excuse me. All the different types and facets of clocks that you've got here, it's amazing what choice we've got. Which way do we want to actually measure our time? It's in the home space, so, being for most of us a weekend where Sunday is a day of rest, where we take that time off to relax, recuperate, repair, regenerate, and just enjoy our time. Do spend that time for self, with whether it's with family or whether it's friends, uh, or just self, that you're actually spending some time for yourself, with yourself, to be able to um, really, I suppose for me, it's just allow the time to be what it is. It's not having to plan anything if we don't want to, but if we are planning something, like I need to be ready for 10 o'clock start of, etc., at least then we're mindful of that. We can allow it to just flow, or we can allow it to keep time for us. There is a bit of that for us there. And good morning to the Facebook user. Just on this, you're coming in from the card reading group, I think, as to why you've got this here, because that is a private group. What you can do is go to the announcements, I think, and down the bottom somewhere there is the link that goes to, oh no, it's not, I'm on eCam, that's a link for the Be Live. I don't know how to do that. I have to. You've reminded me that I need to actually search that up and put the eCam link there too. So, good morning to you. And Rosie, you're going for coffee with your best friend today. Oh, that's wonderful. I had an absolutely beautiful. It was a lovely lunch, and we went for a walk yesterday with a friend. I don't do that very often. It just so happened that she does live locally, and we decided, yes, why not? So yesterday we had that one lovely experience of shared time, and it's great to actually be able to take that opportunity. Um, for the Facebook user, if you put your name after what you're commenting, it's likely, are you in the private, like that closed group that's the card reading group? That could be why your name's not showing up. Otherwise, it's a Facebook bug of some sort. We get them occasionally. Okay, so spend time with friends in ways that you enjoy today. Here we have, in our unexpected, we've got the magnifying glass. So with some of that, it's actually looking at things in a very much more detailed way. So if you're going to be doing, because what I'm doing is a writing course today, and okay, I'm just popping this up. You're Kelly, your Facebook name is Grommiet J. Wow, I'm not monitoring my Facebook. I've turned all that off because it does take resources from my computer. So are you on, which page are you actually commenting from? Because I'm not there to be able to do that. Look at it type of thing. Um, Good morning, Stephen. How are you? Lovely to see you here this morning. Yeah, so this that in itself to Kelly, that the fact your name can't come up, it really is reminding me that unexpectedly your name's not showing up. I don't know why. If you're not in the card reading group, you're on the public Facebook, there is something that's not doing that. I need to be looking closer at that. So there's the first experience for me of that unexpected, needing to actually look more deeply into something that is needing to be looked into today. So that's really quite weird. And you're not sure, you had a notification show. Well, that's, yeah, I would just consider, Kelly, that that is a Facebook bug. There is some of that happening as they keep changing stuff. I went into YouTube the other day, my studio, to do some editing, and I realised they've changed a lot of things too. I think the fact that the Google, the Facebook, or, even the Instagram, although Facebook owns that, it's all interrelated in the way that things do interact. It's like we do in our relationships, and that could be another thing that we're needing to look at a little more closely in spending the time with those who are closest to us and mean the most to us in being in this home realm, that maybe that's the area that the magnifying glass is showing we need to look more deeply. So many different ways, or even look more deeply into where is our path going. It's the unexpected, that magnifying glass. Now we move down to our cloud card that's in your role. I'll just move that camera just a little bit. Oh, see, it's on a swivel, so it's going to go a bit crooked. I'll just try and straighten that. As we look into this one a little more deeply, I'll just even use the magnifying glass here. What the attention can go to is that lightning, that strike. It looks like it's hit the tree. It's a common thing that lightning will go to the tallest object that grounds it, and in this instance it's looking like it's the tree. So it's what that burst of energy is looking for, that connection back to ground, back to earth, because that's the nature of what electricity does. So that giant bolt of lightning, being that giant burst of electricity and energy, is doing the physics of it actually predicts and dictates that that's where it's going to land. It will ground when it's got that big enough burst. I'm feeling too that for us in our role today is that we need to be grounding, that we need to be connecting our energy to nature through the absolute rules of nature of who we are as physical beings, and putting our feet on Mother Earth and grounding and reconnecting what is from that energy centers that we have. We are vibration, we are energy, and moving that to grounding it so that we can continue that full cycle of what is our physicality and our energy and our spirituality, and create all of that that is natural. You can't quite see them here because it's the lighting I've got from the window, but there is the birds. It's actually in that process it sets us free. So from once we've created that, we've allowed that grounding into the earth. It's a beautiful picture actually, because there's a lot of rain. You can see in the detail here as I'm looking at it, and it doesn't quite come up well enough in this camera, being the webcam, but you can see it okay. There is the rain that lands to the earth. It doesn't stop halfway. It completes its journey through from the clouds to the ground. That lightning has grounded. It is sparking that law of nature. And we have our freedom. Once that's hit, we can then move on to our free flight, our potential, really, because the air itself, in so many ways, is not a limit. We can move to wherever we need to be, and see it from a different perspective too, because that's got the height compared to just staying caught and landed, so to speak, on the ground. I'm feeling that free movement. It's moving us into what is that wish. Well, it's not a wish card, it's the well card. Um, I think automatically we see this type of a well structure and think of wishing well. Well, in a way, yes, but it's not. It's that holding place and space for our resources that are the fluid. Um, it's that it refills from the flow of what is a river underneath or a spring or whichever way that water source is in a well. It will refill so long as there is the stream flowing further up in its natural cycle of what is nature, that it's bringing it in automatically. All we need to do, as far as our effort goes, is yes, work the wheel a little bit, but it's not a hard task. And drop that bucket down and bring it up full with the water we need, or it can be any resources, whatever we feel that we need, that we've filled our well up with. So, metaphorically. So, allow that, the vision, the expectation that your well is full and that you have got that ability. You can just go to it and draw what you need as and when you need it. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling as far as the outcome goes. We have a full well. It's available to us at any point in time whenever we need it. So all of these, with the ideas that the what we've moved forward with in our business, that we can actually spend some time playing now, spending that time, making that time in whatever way that we need to actually have time. Yes, sometimes some of it's going to be looking a bit deeper into the relationships or what we've brought forward from our work and our business, to actually set ourselves free, to actually be able to loosen up and fly wherever we need to, change our perspective so that our well is full all the time. So that's what I'm feeling around these cards at the moment. And hopefully I'm hitting the right buttons to go back to this screen. That's it. Good. I like the lighting on that. I'm not sure what the softness is coming from, but anyway, I haven't changed any of the settings. It's just the light from outside. Um, so Kelly, it resonates with you. You're supposed to join today. Thank you. Oh, thank you for being here. Look, I really love it to see new names. I will sort out in my group to have the link that takes you to eCam permission to have your name revealed. It's just a Facebook policy, the privacy policy factor in closed groups, that you need to give permission for your name to be shown on screen with this type of live streaming, or even in the group. No, in the group it's okay. Anyway, thank you for being here, everyone. We have a beautiful day out there. Enjoy in whatever way you need to. And for those who are in yesterday, as far as the other side of the world goes, enjoy your evening, enjoy your sleep, and in whatever way that you rest and rejuvenate, have recreation time and allow yourself that time. Give yourself that permission. Move it forward so that you feel fully rested and rejuvenated in ways that make you happy, that you can be happy. Nothing else actually makes you happy. It's your choice, your decision to be happy. It's your choice and your decision to be you, not living your life to other people's expectations. Just be you to the best that you can be, and love life. I'll see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock, at 8 o'clock in the morning, for not a repeat, for the next one of the general card readings as we do each morning. Thank you for being here, and namaste. Oops.